Hello students. Today we will begin a very important topic in English grammar, verbs. This includes their forms, tenses, modals, subject-verb agreement, SVA, and voice, active and passive. Let's start. A verb is the heart of a sentence. It tells us what action is being done or what state someone is in. For example, run, eat, is, was, write, all are verbs. Every sentence must have at least one verb. Verbs change based on tense, subject, and voice. Let's understand the 5 main forms of a verb. These are used for different tenses and structures. V1 base form, example go, eat. V2 past simple, example went, ate. V3 past participle, example gone, eaten. V4 present participle, example going, eating. V5 cases form, example goes, eats. Each of these forms is used differently in tenses, modals, and voice. Tense tells us the time of an action, past, present, or future. Each of these has 4 aspects: simple, continuous, perfect, perfect continuous. So we have 12 tenses in total. Let's quickly revise the structures. Here's a snapshot. Present simple, she writes. Present continuous, she is writing. Present perfect, she has written. Present perfect continuous, she has been writing. Similarly, we have past and future forms. You'll find these patterns very useful in sentence correction questions. Modals are special helping verbs that express ability, permission, advice, or necessity. Examples include can, could, may, might, should, must, will, would, ought to.
Ma'am, may I ask a question?
Yes, go ahead.
Do modals change their form in any tense?
Good question. No, modals do not change their form. They are always followed by the base form, V1, of the verb. Let's look at a few modal examples. She can solve the problem. He must not lie. Will you help me? You ought to respect elders. Structure is always subject plus modal plus V1. Subject-verb agreement means the verb must agree with the subject in number and person. Singular subject, singular verb, he goes. Plural subject, plural verb, they go. Some special rules to remember: collective nouns can take singular or plural depending on meaning. Indefinite pronouns like everyone, someone take singular verbs. Subjects joined by and take plural verbs.
Ma'am, may I ask a doubt?
Yes, please ask.
What if subjects are joined by or no?
Great question. If 2 subjects are joined by or no, the verb agrees with the subject closer to it. For example, neither he nor his friends are going. Now let's understand voice. Voice tells us whether the subject does the action or receives it. Active voice, she writes a letter. Passive voice, a letter is written by her. The action is the same, but the focus shifts. To convert active to passive, follow this formula: active, subject plus verb plus object. Passive, object plus correct, be, form plus V3 plus by plus subject. Be forms vary depending on tense. Let's look at a few. Examples: present simple, she writes a letter. A letter is written by her. Past simple, he ate food. Food was eaten by him. Future perfect, he will have written a letter. A letter will have been written by him. Only transitive verbs, which take objects, can be changed to passive. Models also follow this rule. She can do it. It can be done by her. You must complete the task. The task must be completed by you. Imperatives: open the door. Let the door be opened. Please help me. You are requested to help me. For questions: did he complete the work? Was the work completed by him? Is he painting the wall? Is the wall being painted by him? Some important tips: always identify the object and tense first. Passive is commonly used in formal writing. So students, today we covered the 5 verb forms, the 12 tenses, modal verbs and their structure, rules of subject-verb agreement, active and passive voice with transformation rules. Practice regularly, especially spotting errors and converting voice. This will help you not just in exams but in effective English communication. That's all for today's class. Jai Hind.